There is a country in Central Asia so strange that you won't believe some of its laws. Like, video games and dogs are banned, there is no Wi-Fi or cell service for outsiders anywhere, and if you want to own a car, it's mandatory that the car be white. But that's just the beginning. In the middle of the desert, there is a giant 230-foot wide hole that has been on fire for 53 years straight. Their capital city is made completely of white marble and gold and is virtually empty. Like, there are no people around anywhere. Others I know who have traveled here all say the same thing. This is the most bizarre place on the planet, which makes me even more excited to visit.
It seems like everywhere I go, someone's telling me to stop filming.
Why?
What are we hiding here?
Welcome to Turkmenistan.
I have already run into my first issue of this trip. I just got a text from my guide that credit cards are not accepted anywhere in the entire country of Turkmenistan. They only use cash. And I have to have US dollars cash to pay for my entire trip when I land today, which is about $1,500 for my trip. I'm in Turkey. I don't have that kind of money. I have to find US dollars here in Turkey. I also posted on Instagram that I'm flying to Turkmenistan today, and one of my followers sent me this article. I didn't know beards were banned in this country. If they forced me to shave my beard at the border, I might just turn around and go home. A little bit of hassle and a lot of high fees, but I got the money. I do feel very fortunate to be able to visit Turkmenistan today. Their government doesn't like journalists, anyone with a big social media following, to visit their country. I'm guessing because they don't want people to know what it's like, but luckily I have a contact there who was able to get my visa approved. And right now I have those nervous butterflies going here, which means that it's going to be an adventure, and I'm very excited for it. I am literally the only guy at this gate with a beard. Am I gonna get pulled into a back room at the airport and have my face shaven by Turkmen authorities? We'll find out in about 3 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you. There is one international flight per day that flies into this airport. Look how massive and extravagant it is. I swear the ceilings are made out of gold. I have to do it, everyone. Thank you. I officially have a Turkmenistan visa. I'm in the country, baby. Let's do this. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, how you doing, man? Nice to meet you. Okay, Doron, here's my big question. Are they gonna shave my beard off? No. No? So they're not gonna pin me down and shave my face? Okay, no, nice. It's okay. This honestly might be the coolest airport I've ever been to. And I've been to airports in 130 countries. Look at this. Shaped like an airplane, super nice, beautiful. This country's actually off to a very good start. And the rumors are true, look at this. Every single car is white. So every car has to be white?
Silver, white, gold.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I cannot wait to see this place in the daytime. Every building is immaculate, clean, white. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Where am I? This is like a king's palace. This is considered a 3-star hotel here. It's $90 a night. This would be $500 a night in the US. Flight times coming into Turkmenistan are not ideal. It is 4 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm gonna get some sleep. Look at this view right outside the hotel. This is so cool. I have to say, this is not what I imagined Turkmenistan to look like. This is so beautiful.
This is my guide Tim, who is going to be showing me around his home country this week.
He's telling me how safe the country is. He says we can leave our suitcases here all day and they won't get taken. What about a laptop?
Sure.
No one will touch it?
No.
We just came to the local mall for lunch. First impressions, number one, it's very nice and beautiful, just like everything else here. Number two, there is a Disney's store. Number three, it's very empty. Most of the people you see are workers, but that could just be because it's 12 o'clock on a Friday. People are still working.
Try to take a guess. What does this building look like?
Bottom of it looks like R2-D2. I don't know.
The lower part is built in the shape of the yurt.
Yurt?
Yurt,
oh.
yeah.
So Turkmenistan was owned by the Soviet Union until 1991. Right behind me, this is Parmorat Niyazov, who was the president that was able to help Turkmenistan gain independence in '91. Normally when you go to one of the most touristic sites in a city, it's crowded with people everywhere. There is not a single other person here. Everything is completely pristine, no trash anywhere. This is exactly what I was hoping for in this country. One of the reasons that Turkmenistan has extravagant monuments like this, the entire city is white, made out of marble, is that they're actually a very wealthy country. They have the 4th largest natural gas reserve of anywhere in the world. They also have oil, and my guide just told me that it's cheaper to buy gas here than it is water. I've just never experienced anything like this before. There are 2 guards at the front of the monument, and then as far as your eyes can see, there are not any other people around. Look at this, that's our car right there that we came in. No one on the streets. No one around the monument. There's actually a museum inside of that, and there was a museum at the last one as well, but it's closed because there's no one to come and see these. I guess they will open those during high season of tourism. Turkmenistan holds several Guinness World Records, including the most number of white buildings in a city, the largest sculpture of a falcon on an airport, which I saw yesterday, and right behind me, the world's largest indoor Ferris wheel. There's only one problem though, man. The Ferris wheel is not moving. Hey, the door's open. Let's go. No luck. Well, I was actually really looking forward to that, but it is closed. I'm not super shocked. I'd be more surprised if they did keep it open and no one was coming. At first it was a bit eerie having every single monument all to myself, but now I actually kind of like it. I've just come to the National History Museum. There's like 20 workers here and just me. Yeah. Sorry? Oh, no pictures of this. Okay, got it. But everything else is okay? Okay, only this one. Okay. I've got other friends here with me too. There are murals of the president all over the walls, but that's the only thing we're not allowed to take pictures of. The reason I'm saying I like it is because where else in the world can you go and have all of these amazing historic places all to yourself? It's unique. One of my favorite things to do to get a feel for the local culture and local life is visit the markets. So we're here at the Russian Bazaar. I was given all sorts of snacks to sample. They have all sorts of fresh fruits and vegetables, but I got yelled at for filming. So we came outside. I've always wanted one of these Russian hats. These are absolutely amazing. This is not Russian?
It's used by a different nationality, Caucasians, Uzbeks.
Whatever it is, it's awesome. I love it. Can I try this one? What do we think? We rocking with it?
We're gonna eat on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Say hi to the YouTube fam.
Hi YouTube fam.
This might be the best purchase I've ever made. Less than $3 for this hat. If I walk around with this, will people think I'm Turkmen? Thank you.
You look like a genie from Aladdin.
I do look like Genie. My guide for this trip thought it was so funny how excited I was over the 3-star hotel. He's like, we're switching hotels. We're going to a 5-star hotel. I want you to experience this. So we just came here. Of course, the doors are self-opening and completely made of gold. See if you can guess what the elevator's made out of. Gold. You guessed it. I mean, the room feels pretty similar to the last one, but this was playing on my TV when I walked in. If you connect to Wi-Fi anywhere in Turkmenistan, you're only gonna get email and texting, but the other reason they moved me to this hotel, this is one of the only spots in the city where you can get full access to Wi-Fi, social media, calling, everything. In the old part of Ashgabat, there are some buildings with a little bit of color, and after spending a day in the white city, it is so beautiful, so refreshing to see this mosque with so many details, blue colors, gold. It's huge. It's modeled after the Blue Mosque in Istanbul and absolutely beautiful. It is time for dinner. I told Tim I wanted to eat a traditional meal, and I think he understood the assignment. We're literally eating dinner inside of a yurt. No way, look at this place. Tim, what did you just ask me?
Camel milk beverage.
I've never had camel milk before.
Let's try it together, guys.
Camel milk? Come on. It's definitely one of the coolest dinner spots I've ever had. It's my first time eating in a yurt. It's also foreshadowing of what's to come later in this video. The camel milk has arrived. Cheers. Oh no.
It's too sour.
It's so strong. It's sour. That's the word. Very different than what I was expecting.
So the food we ordered, it's traditional Turkmen food. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the name of it because I'm gonna butcher it. And so it's like a bread soup with a beef broth, boiled bits of bread, and then some chunks of beef. Really flavorful. This is like a perfect cold day dish. Like it's cold outside, it's nice and comforting. This is freshly baked grilled bread with some minced meat inside and a yogurt sauce to dip it in. I really like this, that's good. And supposedly the camel milk is supposed to help digest everything. I don't know if I believe it, Tim.
Trust me.
Good morning. How are you guys? Good.
Ready?
Ready.
Today we have a really fun adventure planned. We are driving about 2 hours outside of Ashgabat to an underground lake inside of a cave.
On the way, I'm really curious how the government forces its people to only drive white cars. So I ask the question.
What if someone decided to buy a black car and drive it around the city? Would they arrest you or what?
No, not arrest, but he will be taken to the special parking.
Later, I'm told the way the government justifies this is by telling everyone that it's more environmentally friendly and attracts the sun less to own a white car.
Every day is a new surprise for me in this country. We're about to enter into this mountain through right here. And then 300 feet down inside this cave, there's a lake.
Legend has it, the way that this lake was discovered is that there was a cow that was covered in different scrapes and it kept wandering off and the owner didn't know where it was going. So one day they decided to follow the cow and it was swimming in this lake and it recovered from all of its cuts and scrapes. So the locals today say that this water has healing properties to it. Here's everything that the water heals you of. How many steps is it?
Watch your steps.
How many steps to the bottom?
You know, it's dark inside. It made intentionally for the bats.
Oh yeah, there's that sulfur smell. Still don't know how many steps it is. This shouldn't come as a surprise at this point, but we are the only people inside of this cave. It costs about $3 to enter. Oh, why am I going so far? I gotta go back for the camera. Conveniently enough, there are even changing rooms down here inside the cave. Much better.
Okay, here we are. The water stays at 22 degrees all year round. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's like bath water. It's not hot, but it's not cold. All right, here we go. I don't know what these white things floating around are. They kind of look like jellyfish. Do you know what this white stuff is?
No, I don't know.
It is okay to swim here, right?
Yeah.
With the white stuff?
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
I can't go over there. I'll drown.
Yep.
Oh wow! Fresh bread. Baking fresh bread over the open fire right here. That looks amazing.
4 egg tea and
Thank you. Just right next to the cave, this guy is grilling up fresh bread kebabs. I couldn't help myself. I have to try this stuff. Oh man, it's so fresh, so delicious. This hot tea is perfect. Might have made a new best friend here in Turkmenistan. He's not letting me pay for anything. Spasiba, thank you so much. It's Turkmen hospitality. Gotta love it. God bless you. See you later. We just drove about an hour up into the mountains and there is a village up here. There is a totally different vibe here from Ashgabat. The buildings are colorful, they're old-timey. We just came to a spice market. There's all sorts of different spices. People are dressed differently, and they even speak a completely different language up here. So this is pretty fascinating.
The relatives of the people who died here hang the horns of the sheep on the graves, you know? One of the unique features of this tribe here.
What's the purpose of that?
The purpose is like a shadow shelter for the soul of the people who die here.
Like protection?
Yeah.
Yeah. These horns make these tombstones at least 10 times cooler. I think I would like something like this on mine. It seems like around every corner in this country there is a new surprise. We were just driving on the main road up in this village and we saw this beautiful waterfall, so we pulled over. Turns out there's a restaurant that's overlooking it and supposedly they have really, really good food, so we're gonna have some lunch. Look at this, we have a feast here. Oh my gosh, that chicken is good. I love Turkmen food. It is a cold, rainy day in Ashgabat this morning. We have come to yet another monument. This is the Monument of Constitution, which I'm told was built to show everybody that Turkmenistan is a democratic country. Today is the day I've been most excited for. We are driving 4 hours outside of the city to the Darvasa gas crater, which is one of the strangest things in the entire world and was the reason I was most excited to come to this country. It's just been burning. It's been on fire for like 60 years. It kind of feels like the government is just looking for excuses to build monuments of stuff. One of the presidents really liked cycling, so he built a monument of bicycles. I mean, I guess it's good because he's encouraging people to ride bikes instead of driving cars to help protect the environment. To be honest though, I like all these monuments. It's quirky, it makes this city unique. There's really nowhere else in the world like this. These are the only monuments in the city that are not white.
Because the red marble symbolized the tragic periods of Turkmen history. Ashgabat earthquake in 1948. It's a monument for the victims of the Great Patriotic War, for the victims of the battle between Russian invaders.
We're listening to some banging music on this drive.
It was a proper adventure getting here. I first saw pictures of this place about 6 years ago, and I have been dying to visit ever since. Oh my gosh! So here's the story of this place. In 1971, they were drilling right here for natural gas. As they were drilling, everything immediately collapsed and they fell down into this deep pit. Well, they smelt methane and they knew methane was deadly to humans, and so they decided to light it on fire to stop that from being harmful. It has been burning non-stop ever since, 53 years straight. I'm having sort of a pinch me moment right now. I'm in one of the strangest countries in the world, at one of the strangest places. My guide and I are the only ones here. This pit is just on fire. And we're about to go sleep in a yurt camp. I don't know exactly what's happening. I was just brought into this yurt and told to hang out here for a minute. I'm pretty sure this is where we're sleeping tonight. Sleeping bags on the floor right there. So I'm guessing we're all gonna be sleeping together in this yurt. Wow, we have an absolute feast in front of us. While Tim and I were at the crater, our driver Perman went to work. He barbecued for us, made all sorts of delicious meats, beef, chicken. Oh, Perman. Good. Driver, chef, and he just made my bed for me. Perman.
You took no.
You're the best. All right, turns out we are not all sleeping in the same yurt tonight. There are 10 yurts at this yurt camp and we are the only ones here, so Perman and Tim went to their own yurts. Yurt tour time! So there are these beautiful colored mats on the floor, which is what we sit on to eat dinner. Perman laid 2 of those down for me, as well as a sleeping bag, and then I have 2 pillows, and I am sleeping right next to this gas stove. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I know there's gas in there, there's fire in here. I don't know why I touched that. It's very hot. Well, it's about 8 p.m. There's nothing else to do, so I guess I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm happy to say I survived my first night ever sleeping in a yurt. I only lit on fire twice. Mr. Perman made us another bangin' breakfast this morning. We are going to go back to the crater, see it in the daytime, before making our way back to Ashgabat. I'm actually really sad. The trip is coming to an end. The government has announced they have plans to extinguish the fire here at Darvasa, so I'm really glad I came when I did, and if any of you are wanting to visit, I'd probably look into booking your trip here sooner rather than later to see this crazy phenomenon before it's gone. Fun fact, there are actually 3 craters here in Turkmenistan. The same thing happened to all 3 of them. They were digging for the natural gas, and then the hole just ended up sinking in. This one's full of water. Kind of cool. There's a baby camel. It's so cute. There are camels everywhere. This is sick. Hi.
It's clear that there is a lot more to Turkmenistan than meets the eye. I'm leaving here with more questions than I came with. But with that being said, I truly enjoyed my time here. It is so different than anywhere else in the world, and I appreciate the uniqueness of this country. Places like this are the reason I travel, to learn and to open up my mind to different ways of life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.